What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm going to also talk about the Auburn Tigers. You know, I don't usually talk about Auburn because why? When it comes to college football, there's nothing to talk about when it comes to the Auburn Tigers. I mean, I know they got 2 national championships, but they came in a span of 50 years apart, so that's nothing to be proud of. All right. So, but anyway, just like Auburn, I want to be Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Just like every other college football program is a wannabe Alabama Crimson Tide. But hey, you just don't have it. You don't have what Alabama have. It's not in your DNA. It ain't in your pedigree. Alabama is different. It's different over here. Okay, the grind is different. The standard is different. Nobody has a higher standard when it comes to college football than my Alabama Crimson Tide. And who built that standard? I don't know. But all I know is when Nick Saban came to Alabama, he enhanced that standard. He added to the standard, just like Coach Kalen Deboer is going to enhance the standard that Coach Nick Saban enhanced. He's going to add to what Nick Saban added to. And the standard is only going to keep getting higher and higher. I know a lot of you college football fans and sports media outlet, college sports media outlet is down in Alabama only because Nick Saban is retired. And guess what? We went out and got the best coach on the market to replace the great one, Nick Saban. And just like I told y'all, when Caleb Downs decided he wanted to jump in the transfer portal, I told y'all, everybody's replaceable. Even the great one, Nick Saban. And I love myself some Nick Saban. But guess what? He decided he wanted to retire. And like I told you, we got the best coach that was on the market to replace the great one, Nick Saban. And it's going to only be a few short years that Coach KB and you will be calling Coach Kalen Deboer the great one, Coach Kalen Deboer. I'm not saying he's going to surpass Coach Nick Saban, but I'm saying it's possible. That's what I am saying. But let's get to these Auburn Tigers and what they're saying about my Alabama Crimson Tide under Coach Kalen Deboer. They some haters. Like I always say, the best always has the most haters. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. That's all I know. But anyway, as I'm always doing, scrolling the internet, looking for college football sports articles to talk about, and lo and behold, never seen this fucking, don't mean to curse like that, but I ain't never seen this this sports media outlet page since I've been on YouTube. I'm going to just put it like that. It's an Auburn War Eagle sports media outlet. I'll just put it like that. But it's called Fly War Eagle, powered by Fansided. I know what Fansided is, but I ain't never seen this Fly War Eagle. Okay, sports media outlet. But this is written by Andrew Hughes. Auburn football fans will love one writer's prediction for Kalen Deboer and Alabama fans' marriage together. Okay. Mike Farrell Sports. Rock Westfall. So Rock Westfall worked for Mike Farrell Sports. Has a prediction for Alabama fans' marriage with first-year head coach Kalen Deboer that will make Auburn fans smile from ear to ear and inspire hope for the Iron Bowl rivalry moving forward. It won't work and it'll be ugly. So basically, Rock Westfall is saying Alabama and Coach Kalen Deboer will not work together and it's going to be ugly. That's what it's saying. But when it comes to the Iron Bowl, ain't no hope for you daggone Auburn. I understand it was a close game and we won by the grace of God last season. I understand that. But that's just the way it is. God love the Alabama Crimson Tide. I just want you to know that. He loved my Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, he loved the Auburn Tigers too. But guess what? He got a special place in his heart for my Alabama Crimson Tide. You remember what happened in 2021 too. You thought you was going to win. Your players doing the crane kick and all that. And Bryce Young, what did he do? Took Alabama Crimson Tide 99 yards, 98 yards, in less than a minute and a half to tie up the game. And we took you to what, 4 overtimes and spank your ass that time too. So it's not meant for y'all to beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. That kick 6 years ago, 10 years ago. And you see what happened 10 years later with a grave digger. I know you understand that word, grave digger. Because that's where we put y'all at, in the damn grave, and you ain't coming out. Not when you play my Alabama Crimson Tide. But anyway, let's keep on with this article. It's just asinine that people could even think like this when it comes to Auburn. Jesus. Anyway, Deboer will be dealing with one of the... They talked about us as the fan base. This guy, Rock Westfall of Mark Farrell Sports, he said this about the Alabama Crimson Tide fan base. We done heard it before, but I ain't never read it, on a college football sports media page. And lo and behold, it's the Auburn Tigers. All right. Deboer will be dealing with one of the most spoiled, demanding, and unreasonable fan bases in sports. How you gonna say that about me and my Alabama compadres? And even if we is spoiled, even if we is demanding, even if we is unreasonable, we have a right to be that way because we support the best college football program in all the land. And they have been that way for years before Nick Saban. You had some down years, sure, as every college football program. But when the rubber meets the road, who has been the best college football program since the invention of college football? That will be my Alabama Crimson Tide. So yes, we have the right to be spoiled. We have the right to be demanding. We have the right to be unreasonable because our Alabama Crimson Tide gave us that right. If Auburn was anything like Alabama, y'all would be the same way. It is what it is. But anyway, let's keep it moving. It says, Coach Deboer, his honeymoon will end upon his first loss. Additionally, Saban had his reasons for getting out. He could read the writing on the wall in regards to NIL, the transfer portal, the player empowerment. Saban knew his success and iron fist was unsustainable, especially at age 72. So he got out when the getting was good. Now listen, you saying the NIL, he's seen the writing on the wall with the NIL, the transfer portal, and player empowerment. Through all of that, NIL, transfer portal, player empowerment. Through all that, this man still brought in the number 1 and 2 recruiting classes. Okay, so when did the NIL come into effect? Really in 2021. 2021, we had the number 1 recruiting class. 2022, number 1, 2022, I believe it was the number 2 recruiting class again. No, 2021, number 1 recruiting class. 2022, number 2 recruiting class. 2023, number 1 recruiting class. What are y'all talking about? Should I go over that again? 2021, when the NIL first came in effect, we had the number 1 recruiting class. 2022, we had the number 2 recruiting class, right behind Texas A&M. 2023, number 1 recruiting class. And right now, when he retired, I believe he was sitting at number 2 in recruiting. So, what are we talking about? Transfer portal been in effect. NIL came in effect in 2021. So what are you talking about? So it just don't seem right. It don't fit to say he retired because of NIL and the transfer portal. Because he was beating the hell out of that too, just like he continued to beat the hell out of your Auburn Tigers. That's all I know. Anyway, now his age could have had a factor. Player empowerment could have had a factor. Which I think that's part of why he retired, because how much you going to pay me? Guarantee me a starting position and pay me this much or else I'm gone. Yeah, I'm sure that played a part in his retirement and his age. But the NIL and the damn transfer portal, it is what it is. I don't think so. But anyway, there is almost no way Deboer can match Saban's career record. We ain't asking him to match the record. We asking him to beat the record. At least I am. I want him to be better than Saban. I want him to do better than Coach Saban. And I appreciate everything Coach Saban did. But it's a new regime now, and I want the regime to be better. Just like when Coach Bear Bryant retired, I'm sure Alabama fans wanted the next coach to be better. Didn't happen though, but I'm sure that's what they wanted. So Nick Saban gone. I want Coach Kalen Deboer to be better and do better for my Alabama Crimson Tide. That way I can keep coming on him with this enthusiasm when I talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide. If Alabama turn into a losing program, God forbid, and I don't think that's going to happen, I couldn't come on here with the same enthusiasm and talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide in all smiles. Even if we lose, I can come right back on here and say my Alabama Crimson Tide is the 18-time national champions. You are not. I can come over here and say that with all smiles. But if we turn into a losing program, I can say we the 18-time national champion, but I won't be all giddy about it, because we will continue to lose it after continue to rack up loss after loss after loss, like your program, Auburn. Y'all ain't got nothing to be happy about when it comes to college football. Not even national championships. And like I said, you ain't got but two, and they came 50 years apart. And the last one was what? 13 years ago, I believe. 13, 14 years ago, 2010. Hey, it's all good, baby. You can't compare 2 to 18. That's all I know. But anyway, there's almost no way Deboer can match Saban's career record. But Alabama fans will hear none of it, making for the probability of a miserable marriage. These damn Auburn fans. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Just because your marriage to Brian Harsin was miserable, just because your marriage to, what's your coach's name? Hugh Freeze is starting out miserable, and it's going to continue to be that way if my Alabama Crimson Tide got something to do with it. Hugh Freeze ain't your damn savior. He is not. Telling you that right now. What you should have did was kept Gene Chisholm. Not Gene Chisholm, but Coach Malzahn. Gene Chisholm brought you your second national championship after 50 years after you won the first one. And like I say, you ain't got two. But anyway, you should have kept Coach Malzahn. He was your best option to beat Alabama, every 3, 4, 5 years. He was your best option. You got Hugh Freeze only because he beat Alabama those 2 years in a row. That's his whole career. He ain't done nothing else. No type of championship. So, hey, say as you will. But Hugh Freeze ain't your damn savior. But anyway, surely the Crimson Tide won't be the perennial powerhouse under Deboer that it was under Nick Saban. Are you freaking serious? I know this guy can't really believe that. You taking a coach that has won everywhere he done been. Every program that he ever touched, he changed for the better. And you trying to say my Alabama Crimson Tide will no longer be a perennial powerhouse? We are going to be the same thing that we always did. The what they call that shit? I done fucked it up. We are going to be the premier powerhouse. That's what we're going to be. Anyway, he said perennial. We're going to continue to be the perennial powerhouse. I guarantee you that. Keep it going. Every sports, even though the sports GOAT head coach was slowing down near the end of his tenure, no longer seeing the same Bama standard on defense that the Tide built its reputation on in the 2010s. That's all right. Yeah, I did. They got that part right. The defense started falling once Pete Golding took over. Now it picked up when Coach Saban put Kevin Steele back into place last season. But that's okay. That's okay. Coach Kane Womack, with this swarm defense, with these bandits and wolves, we're going to be on your ass. You can believe that. On your ass. Your quarterback, yeah. We're going to knock the dust off him. We're going to knock the dust off him. You can believe it. Your running backs in the dirt behind the line of scrimmage. So, hey, it is what it is. Auburn fans and this guy, whatever his damn name is, Mr. Damn Rock Westfall of Mike Farrell Sports, you're going to be highly, highly disappointed. Anyway, keep it moving. But with Georgia, Mizzou, and a road game against potentially improved Wisconsin in Madison in 2024, there could be a steep drop off right away. You mean to tell me Alabama just going to drop off right away because Nick said, no, it ain't going to happen. It is not going to happen, okay? Get it through your damn head. I know we got a different coaching staff, but guess what? We got elite athletes. Best of the best athletes. Everybody didn't leave the program. You know what I'm saying? I know Caleb Downs left. I know Isaiah Bond left. Then what basically the two best players, well, not Isaiah Bond wasn't the best player on offense, but Caleb Downs maybe on defense. But like I done told you, everybody's replaceable. We already replaced Isaiah Bond. We already done replaced freaking Caleb Downs. And guess what? With Coach Kalen, Deboer, we replaced the great one, Nick Saban. Everybody's replaceable. I keep telling you this bullshit. But Auburn, you should stop talking. Don't talk about nothing until you win. But anyway, this fool said Auburn football can send Alabama into a tailspin with the Iron Bowl upset. Not since the comeback have the Auburn Tigers, the comeback, that's what they call it, the comeback. When Cam Newton was at Alabama, we was ahead 24-3, I believe, at halftime. 24-0 at one time in the first half, and they came back to win. Cam Newton did his thing. But anyway, not since the comeback have the Tigers upset the Tide in Tuscaloosa. Y'all ain't beat us in Tuscaloosa since 2010, and we play every season. And you ain't going to do it in 2024. Already a 2-touchdown plus underdog, Auburn isn't expected to end that dubious streak before it reaches the 15-year mark late November. Hell no, you ain't going to end it. You are not. But there'd be no way to send Alabama fans into a tailspin than by Hugh Freeze and company upsetting the Tide in Bryant-Denny Stadium in Deboer's first season at the helm of a program that hasn't been without Nick Saban since the mid-2000s. I mean, I know we ain't been without. Who don't know we ain't been without Nick Saban since the mid-2000s? But anyway, hell, you beat him a few times with Nick Saban. I'm just saying, even though it was every 4 years, I say every 4 years. I mean, Jesus. Bryant-Denny Stadium is just a place most teams come to lose. Yeah, we lose there every now and then. But it damn sure ain't too often. It damn sure ain't too often. And you got to remember, my Alabama Crimson Tide ain't lost 3 games in a season since 2010. Just want you to know that. And we ain't going to do it in 2024. Under Coach Kalen Deboer's first year. Not going to happen. Man, y'all done lost y'all damn mind. This damn guy, Rock Westfall, Mike Farrell Sports, you have lost your mind. You shouldn't even wrote this bullshit. But I gave you the time. I gave you the time and read your article. And I'm disputing your article. Damn near everything you put in it. Because you Auburn. You are Auburn. You are known for your losing ways when it comes to football. Pat Dye ain't there. He left a long time ago. He ain't there. It is what it is. He ain't there no more. You're the great coach. Jordan Hare, whatever his damn name, the one you got your stadium named after, he ain't there no more. I don't know if his name was Jordan Hare or whatever his damn name. Don't give a damn. It ain't that important. Because it's Auburn. It's Auburn. So shit. Hell, really? Pat Dye didn't win nothing either. And he was one of your best coaches. He ain't win a damn thing for y'all. What? Maybe a couple of SEC championships. Because national championship, he couldn't get it done. Because it's Auburn. It's Auburn. Gus Malzahn couldn't get it done. Because it's Auburn. But he did beat my Alabama Crimson Tide, I believe, 3 times. But national championship, couldn't get it done. Now, Gene Chesney, y'all had to get him off the street. And he won y'all a damn national championship. Because of Cam Newton. Cam Newton won that national championship. Gene Chesney, they just gave him the credit for it. But he ain't really do nothing. It's Auburn. So in 2010, that whole season, y'all owe to Cam Newton. A majority of it, 90% of it. Your head coach, Gene Chesney, he only get a 0.5%. Cam Newton and those players. That's it. But here, present day, 2024, and you could even go back to recent football history. Auburn is just known as losers. That's what they are. Auburn should be on Last Chance U. That's where y'all need to be. Last Chance U, Auburn. You shouldn't even be Group of 5. Nothing. Group of 5 programs can beat Auburn. FCS schools. Didn't y'all just lose to Didn't y'all just lose to New Mexico State last year? That should tell you something. But y'all want to say, well, the next week we was about to beat y'all. We almost beat you. Almost don't get you a damn thing. But a fucking headache and heartache. That's all almost get you. Only losers use the word almost. That's it. Only losers. But hey, Auburn, you free to think as you will. If you put more effort into getting better on the football field, you might win a few more games. You might be able to make a bowl game. Put that effort on the field instead of talking about and worrying about what my Alabama Crimson Tide got going on in Tuscaloosa. One thing we're going to have going on in Tuscaloosa in this Iron Bowl is whooping your ass. That's what we're going to have going on. But anyway, I'm going to get off your back, Auburn. I don't address y'all too much because ain't nothing to address over there. Like Nick Saban said, mediocre people don't like successful people, and successful people don't like mediocre people. So that means Auburn don't like Alabama because Auburn is mediocre and Alabama is successful. And Alabama, who is successful, don't like Auburn, who is mediocre. Now y'all be blessed. And I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll, damn Tide.